Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dapper D's. I'm Dippy.
I'm Dono.
And we will have Dadley in a minute, and welcome to the Dapper D's, the only show legitimately impressed at the difference in the size of our own hands. We've met in real life. I know that your hands are pretty comparable to mine.
Yeah, they're about the same size. You just have, like, thicker digits.
Yeah, I've got, I measured my hands. Actually, I have, this, like, little measuring doohickey-majig.
You gotta have, like, I don't know, what is it, 12s? It's within millimeters. It's how you figure out your ring size.
In millimeters?
Yeah.
Oh, so ring size? Hold on.
Yeah. You go around, it's millimeters within it. So, like, mine is I believe it's 10. 10 and a half. I think I have a 10 on right now, actually.
It looks like
right off the bat,
mine would be.
Looks
like mine would be about a 9 or a 9.5. I don't know.
Oh, wait, I gotta look this shit up because I might be wrong on them.
Well, I heard that your ring size is the same as your shoe size, and I have a size 15 shoe and a size 15 ring.
Is that the one that like fits on your ring finger?
Yeah, this my class ring is a size 15 ring.
Okay. To measure your ring size at home, you can use a piece of string paper tape to measure the tape. Wrap the material around the base of your finger. Make sure it is below the knuckle joint. Mark where the end meets with a pen or marker. Measure the length and material of the material in millimeters with a ruler measuring tape. Divide the measurement by 3.14 pi to calculate the diameter of your finger.
Not centimeters, millimeters.
Yeah, I said millimeter. I'm like, why is it
70? So 70
compared to the diameter of the ring size chart? Okay, yeah.
Or I guess 80 millimeters divided by pi.
I didn't know that, but like the ring size is actually the diameter of your finger.
Measure your forearm up to your foot. It matches. Yeah, I knew that. Your foot and your forearm are about the same size. So, we got way off track. Welcome back to the Dapper D's.
What are you talking about? This is Dapper Discussions. This is exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
Today we are doing one last episode where all three of us are here, and we're starting when one of us isn't here. But this will be the last time that all three of us will be available for the month of June.
Yes.
So we're going to do the Dapper discussion that we should have done last week. But now that Dapper discussion will count for this week, and then we'll also have a Dapper discussion the beginning of the month next month, when everybody is back in their true form. So
we hope this isn't even my final form.
This isn't even my final form. Before we get truly in depth with our Dapper discussion today, thank you to W.GG. Dono.
Where's my can?
Oh no, you lost your can of W.GG?
I did. Oh my god. My kids have been fucking around with my shit.
Well,
W.GG, get that juice in me, B.
So W.GG actually also introduced very recently W.GG cans to go in line with a lot of other energy drinks and energy supplements that are hitting the main market. They experimented with cans and sold out almost immediately.
Oh yeah, I saw
that. They sold out almost immediately. It was a astonishing success. They're going to push that out full-time pretty quick here. Yeah. So you can get 15% off of your next order of W.GG energy drinks, not just energy supplements, by going to W.GG and using the code ANIPOD, that's ANIPOD, at checkout for 15% off of your next purchase. That's off of the drink solutions and the drink cans, the merch, the shakers, the mystery pack, which we've been lauding over a couple of times here. We really like the idea of the mystery pack, where you don't even have to choose your flavor. You just get one that they think is right for you. And that's about all with W.GG. Go to W.GG for 15% off. Use ANIPOD. Thank you for giving us the energy to have a Dapper discussion today. Also, music. I haven't even started any kind of music.
Dude. Oh my god, you're rushing so quickly into it.
I know. I didn't do anything with music yet.
Absolute fucking failure.
Let's see. Let's pull up some Stream Beats. Thank you to Stream Beats by oh my god, wait, what? Hello?
What?
What happened? Stream Beats. No, this isn't what I wanted. Oh no. No. Wait. Oh, there it is. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. They have a wonderful selection of DMCA free music for you to use for your streams and your videos. For YouTube and Twitch, you can visit Spotify, Stream Beats by Harris Heller, and he has all kinds of albums and selections for you to choose from. And it's all free. I mean, if you subscribe to Spotify Premium, you get it without ads, but we're not sponsored by Spotify, and we're partnering up with Stream Beats because they're cool. So thank you to Stream Beats for this pretty banger music. So, let's see if there's something a little... Here we go. This ought to be better.
That was like light clubbing music.
Club mix, yeah. Oh. This is Reflection by Harris Heller. This seems like it'll be a little lower energy. Hopefully.
Ooh.
Is that a good level? Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it today. Dono, what have you been up to recently, and what has really caught your attention in the mainstream of your life?
So recently, I have been, well, all last month I've been doing the stay-at-home dad thing, which has allowed me to have time to really kind of just connect with my kids. But also there's moments where like my kids have to do learning and they do online stuff, and I'm just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna play video games. So I've been reconnecting with a bunch of different games. I finished another Crab's Treasure. I fucking highly recommend that.
Oh, you finished it? How'd you like?
Yes, I did.
There you go.
I loved it. The ending was great. It's funny. It's not cute. Apparently I need to go back and there are some secret bosses that I didn't find that I want to go fight. So yeah, that's some things. But recently, a game that has been on my wish list finally went on sale, and it was $5, and it's a game called Death's Door. And it's Dark Souls-esque, except for you don't lose like your stuff when you get killed and whatnot. But it's not. It's so much fun. I remember watching Quincy play it on a stream like years ago, and me just being like, "Ooh, this looks like a lot of fun." It's challenging. It's simple, like controls to get used to. It's got magic, it's got monsters, it's got goblins, it's got all these different little things. It's a bit challenging, but it's not too challenging that it's not super fun. I recommend taking a look at it. You play as like a little reaper that is a tiny little crow person. And yeah, you go around collecting giant souls, which are these big bad monsters, and yeah, it's very fun. It's very there are some cute little characters in it. The character design is really cute and fun to be able to play with. I know cute is like kind of like, well, but if you want something that's kind of challenging but also looks really interesting and just kind of play it, it's great.
There you go.
It's kind of got like cell shade.
Oh, so I love cell shade design. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's like the Borderlands stuff. You saw the trailer for the Borderlands movie, right?
Yes, I did.
I don't know how I feel about the Borderlands movie yet.
I think it's gonna be, you know what? I've gotten to this point where if everybody's bitching about it, it's actually gonna probably be good.
I mean, with how things have been recently, yeah, but also like, I have no earthly idea why they picked Kevin Hart to be. I have no idea why they picked Kevin Hart to be Roland. That feels like one of the biggest miscasts of the century.
I don't know.
They could have gotten.
A giant fan of it.
I mean, he could be, but even if he is, like, I feel like Roland is a little more built than Kevin Hart is.
Okay, so let me, because it's been a minute since.
Oh, and Patricia Tannis is played by, oh God, what's her name? Patricia Tannis. Tannis is played by older woman.
Kathy Blatch.
No,
Blanche?
Kate Blanchett is the main character. She's
Lilith.
the Lilith. Yeah. Tannis is being played.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. I am so happy.
Jamie Lee Curtis, I believe, has been like a huge fan of Borderlands, and like she's got like secret nerdy shit constantly.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I do like that Jack Black is fucking not Claptrap.
Claptrap. That one is a surprisingly good fit in my eyes. I have no idea why Jack Black as Claptrap makes sense to me.
I like that Jack Black is getting back into the movie stuff, but as like voice acting.
Yeah. Here's my thing though. Claptrap is a CG character in this. Why could they not have gotten the original voice actor for Claptrap?
It's for pull, because a lot of people like
people who don't know what Borderlands is are like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Jack Black's in it. I'll
yeah.
do it. And it's like, what? There are some places like with Sonic the Hedgehog movie, they got one of the actual, I believe they got one of the actual voice actors to play Sonic.
Yeah,
that has played him in the past,
yeah.
which was great. But then it's like, okay, but these other characters, they can't be voiced by these other people. And like Tails, I believe is actually voiced by the person that does Tails, or so. Like they hit really, really close to the voice actor.
Yeah. But why did they make Knuckles Idris Elba?
Because Knuckles is Travis Willingham, and he didn't have time for that shit.
No, he didn't.
But Idris Elba has kids and could have been persuaded into it. And honestly, I don't think we would have gotten the same Knuckles as we do. And I like the Knuckles that's in the movie because he's just kind of like, it's a perfect amount of like, oh, okay, people can like this Knuckles.
I'm speaking as a person who has not watched any of the Sonic movies yet when I say I want to watch them, but I'm also very tense about watching them.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're a Sonic fan, you expect there to be like something shitty about everything that comes out with Sonic, but ultimately love it because you're a Sonic fan.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Like, look at Aaron from Game Grumps. He bitches about every game of Sonic the Hedgehog that he ever fucking plays, but plays every single fucking game
one,
of Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, for some reason, you have a filter on your face that is filling in your eyebrows. And I'm noticing it because it keeps twitching. What the fuck?
Wait a minute. Hold on, I know what I have to do to fix that. Give me a second.
Why are you deepening your like facial hair?
There we go. There we go.
I was wondering why your like hair looked a little darker than usual. But like that's the thing, is that like with Sonic, I feel like the obviously when they came out with the first draft of Sonic, like there's so much that the Sonic fandom can take.
Yeah,
you know,
the first look at the new Sonic was nightmarish.
Like ugly Sonic, yeah, it was like and I was not gonna watch it if that was gonna be the way that was gonna come out. Which I'm so glad people came together. It was just like,
a conspiracy theory I saw recently is that they faked the whole.
Oh yeah, that could have been a whole thing. Yeah,
they intentionally made Sonic look that bad in the trailer on purpose so that it would drum up more attention for it.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's a thing that's been happening a lot more within media, is the fake controversies. That's why when you brought up the fact of just like there's a lot of shit being talked about, that's something I'm not 100% sure. I'm like, well, then that just means that's actually going to be good.
You know, I went and saw The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare not too long ago when it came out, and people were like, "Oh, this is going to be such a
that
good."
Was one of the movies that I wanted to go see.
This is going to be such a good movie, and hardly anyone saw it. Like I was like, it was one of those movies that did not do very well in the box office, and I loved watching the movie.
It's also getting to a point where like movie theaters are dying. Like it sucks that a lot of them are dying, and a lot of them are just gotten to a point where it's just like we're just gonna play like whatever we want now, and like it's
re-releases or not re-releases, but just re-showings of.
I don't think that like smaller movie theaters are having that big of a deal because they're small, they're not low price, they're local, and you get to have like that whole oldies like movie theater vibe. And I've always enjoyed going to like a historical movie theater and watching a movie there. It's just
like
there's
an art
something
house
about
theater.
it. Yeah. And I don't feel like those guys are doing too bad because there's always like a turnout on Saturdays.
They're definitely not.
Yeah, but the big name theaters, like the fucking main ones, those are the ones that are having like the biggest problem. Because they rely solely on fucking selling shit.
In my area, I have 2 AMC theaters in where I live. And one of them is this high-tech, decked-out, state-of-the-art, like reclining chairs, like surround sound and all these other things theater. And it has 9 screens. And the other one is a smaller, you know, the screens aren't as big, but the chairs don't recline, but it's like that classic movie theater feel. It has 16 screens. Every time I've gone to a movie at either of those theaters in the past like 3 months, it's been pretty packed. The experience has been good recently, but it's out in the like lobby. It's when you're walking into a theater that you're like, this place is not as busy as I remember it being. Like,
because everybody shows up 5 minutes before the movie starts, and if you're there a little bit later, then there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And they always like section it so like every movie starts 15 to 20 minutes after or before the next one does, just so there isn't like massive lines of people waiting to do these different things. So you never really see a lot of people at one time, unless it is a premiere, and then there's shitloads of people.
Yeah, which I'm glad is still a thing. I'm glad that that's not the premiere hype has not died down because of like recent events, you know. Everyone was saying like, oh, the entire movie theater industry is dead now that COVID has come and gone, and I'm like, I'm glad it didn't, because the experience of going to a theater is still superior.
Taken a hit. I will
it's
admit
taken a hit.
There's a lot less people. Like, I can go see a movie and there's a lot less people in it, and sometimes I've gone to see movies and it's just there's literally nobody.
And now you just have to pay for 16 different streaming services to watch the movies you want to watch.
Oh my god, I'm getting so annoyed by that. But like the thing is also is that this one thing I've noticed is that each one of the streaming service they will trade. Like
I've noticed that too. On my list,
okay, I just gotta wait 6 months.
On my list, I had a movie that I found on Netflix, and then Netflix got rid of it, and it went over to Amazon Prime, and then it was done on Amazon Prime like really shortly after that, and it got traded over to Max. So it went from Netflix to Amazon Prime to Max, and I still watched it on Max when it ended up there, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. I am lucky that I have connections to so many streaming services through my family and friends. Like I have.
Oh, Aluja just said drive-ins for the win. 100%.
I haven't been to a drive-in.
Fucking drive-in. Oh my god!
I need to go. I need to see if there's a drive-in around me, but I haven't been.
The closest one to me is like an hour away, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go super late at night. And then have to drive back when it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, an hour back home. You know, like if I'm gonna go to a drive-in now, at least out here, it has to be like an event. Like I have to rent a hotel, whatever. But when I was living in Utah, we had a historical drive-in, and it was huge. Like the thing, people came all around just to be able to go watch it, and it was in like just the town over, like literally a 10-minute drive for me. And even when I was living like high school, I did dates with my wife to it. It was fantastic, and it was like just an awesome spot to be able to go to, because you come in, you can bring like games to be able to play while you're waiting for the movie to go. You can have like a skateboard to be able to ride around to get to the snack shop. The snack shop was the fucking thing too. Like it had a really nice one. Again, oh god, it was. I don't know. There's just something nostalgic about going to the movies. Like every time that I ever take my son to go to a movie, he always looks around. And he's like, "Oh, this place is huge." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And like, correct. It's one of the few times where he just sits down and just watches something. Like he can just be able to sit and just like, and I don't know what it is either. Like when I'm at home, I get distracted watching a movie constantly. It really pulls me out. But like if I'm in the movie theater position, I'm absorbing all of it. Like I'm really able to pay attention.
Yes.
And it just kind of like sets the mood, you know?
Something that I've noticed is that in my quest, my journey to watch 250 movies this year, which by the way, I'm doing pretty well on. If I check my list here, I just watched number 140 yesterday out of 250, so I only have 110 left. You're muted. And
thank you.
So, but the thing that I've noticed is such an unfortunate thing. I have a lot of movies that I watch on Max because I get Max with my internet subscription to AT&T. It comes with Max free, and The viewing experience on Max is a lot better than in front of my TV for some reason, because I'm wearing headphones. I have the audio completely isolated. I know what I'm listening to, but my TV doesn't have any sound bar or a sound system that can direct it at me. So I have to cup my ears around, I cup my hands around my ears to hear what my TV is saying half the time.
Oh gosh. I'm surprised that you, Dippy, a man that is a director and movie connoisseur, does not have a sound system.
I don't have the money for it yet. Like it'll come, but I don't have what I need for it yet. Yeah.
Sick fucking. I imagine the day that I imagine that in your house you have to have like a theater room.
If I end up in like my dream house, yes, a home theater is one of the big things that I want in that dream house. Yes. It goes back to my draft of things. I think I wanted like a full home theater set up for like 10 chairs and just all the. It's really great. But speaking of movies that I watched, I recently did a watch of the Max has a category called award winners. So in order, I watched The King's Speech, 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Revenant, Parasite, and on Blu-ray I just watched 1917.
That just came onto Netflix, and I was like,
"What, 1917?"
Yeah, 1917 just showed up on Netflix. It's on my list.
You need to watch it. Yeah. I am
currently
calling
watching
it
The
required
Gentleman.
viewing.
I'm currently watching The Gentleman.
My folks watched The Gentleman.
I like Guy Ritchie films. I will admit to it.
Then you would love Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That's probably Guy Ritchie too.
Yes. That's one of the films that I wanted to go watch. Do you know if it's streaming anywhere right now?
It just came out of theaters not too long ago. I would expect it to be on Max sometime soon, I think.
Where was it?
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
The Ministry. Fucking God, can I type any of this? Ministry of.
While he looks that up, when I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, it was the very first time I had ever watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. And what a weird fucking movie that was. It's a lot weirder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. It's just I didn't expect it. I didn't expect 2001: A Space Odyssey to be what it ended up being. And I liked it, but only out of my sheer curiosity of it. Like it was a good one.
It says that it's streamable on Amazon.
Really? Well, there you go. You can watch it on Amazon Prime, yeah. I hear Kitty.
Yes, he's being very loud. It's only for rent or buy.
Damn. All right. So it'll come out soon.
Fuck you, Amazon.
Man, fuck. On an Amazon platform. Man, fuck.
Why are we getting shut down?
Oh, what? You think the episode's just gonna end mid-sent?
I've also started watching like several different shows. Oh, dude, some of the things that I've watched recently is so.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together because Dadley is here. He's coming in. Yeah. There he is, our boy, Dadley J. Jenkins. We are
Welcome
live.
to Dapper D. I'm Dadley.
We did. There you go, making up your part of the intro. All right, so. Dadley, we were just discussing things we had watched and the experience of movies, and movie theaters,
like theaters
in our recent lives.
I was gonna bring up the fact that like I've been watching some animes and stuff recently. Some of them that are like Netflix original animes. Some of them are fucking bangers, dude.
They really are.
Like
it's
surprising. Dungeon Meshi. Yes, Aludra just freaking put it in chat. Dungeon Meshi. I recommended that to Aludra. They binged it all day yesterday.
Oh my god.
That's what I've been dying to check out. The one that pops in my, I love Eden Zero. Eden Zero is so good.
Oh my god. Yeah, from the people that made Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale. Yeah, which is coming back next month, apparently.
Really?
Coming
Okay. I'm probably never going to catch up on Fairy Tale, but I do enjoy it.
I literally have
episodes.
seen the entirety of Fairy Tale 4 times now.
Really?
I love Fairy Tale with a passion.
Do you have a Fairy Tale tattoo? Like
I'm eventually going to get one. I don't have one yet.
Okay. Because I'm like, Drunk has one, and he fucking...
Yes,
like,
he does.
Fairy Tale is like one of his top 10s.
Yeah. So the manga author made a sequel called The 100-Year Quest that's now being made into an anime.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, fun. There you go.
Just hopping right in this shit. Like I was always here.
But Delicious in Dungeon or Dungeon Meshi, fantastic. Recommend that. I'm finally watching the second season of Jobless Reincarnation, which, can I just say, in like season 2, the character doesn't realize it, but is showing all the traits of demisexuality and stuff. And, like I'm like, for me, it's just like, fuck yes, dude.
There you
like,
go.
Because it's the understanding and like the way that the author put it and everything. It's not like he sees it as not a curse, but it's one of the characters early on in the second season is just like, maybe you got to get to know people a little bit more. He's like, nah, that's not how attraction works. Not realizing that that is like a way that his attraction works. And he's just thinking like, no, I'm cursed. For some reason, my man part should be able to like, get hard. It's like, no. It's like, you have to have it. Like, you don't. Like, it's like, God, man.
Welcome
so
to the Dapper discussion, everybody.
All right, so really quick, I'll peel it back a bit. The anime and movie theater experience, I got to watch the entirety of Skate the Infinity in theaters.
Wow.
Yeah, they did the first half of the season intermission and the second half of the season at a local theater by me. That was so much fun. Skate the Infinity, for those who don't know, is a anime about longboarding, which is a huge part of my life. This anime means a lot to me. It is very like hip hop influenced. It was made by Boneyard Production, which is a much smaller anime team. Phenomenal show. It's on Crunchyroll. Go check it out. And yeah, very, very cool experience.
It's on Crunchyroll? Okay, I'm gonna put it on my list then.
It's just one season.
Okay, I've seen this a couple times.
It is where you get, what's the quote that everyone uses instead of ladies and gentlemen, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes.
Yes.
That's just that's like Thomas Sanders on YouTube. His send off is "Take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals." There you go.
Oh yeah. Aluja is also putting in Hell's Paradise, which I've watched the first couple episodes of that. But then I stopped watching it because I got kicked off of Crunchyroll for not around kids. And Marshall, which is really, really good. Now I've watched quite a bit of the first season. Now some of these things like I had started watching because they were showing up at the same time. There is a completely sub one that I read the manga for and I absolutely love.
I prefer Dom ones, but
snap.
I understand.
Oh, by the way, Dadley, show your hands to the camera. The intro joke today was we were astonished by the difference in the size of our hands.
Yeah. Now show your feet.
You. Gotcha. It was a trap the whole time.
I mean, if I have to.
Foot wiki now.
Am I in wiki feet?
That's a clip.
I hope not.
No, I already clipped it. Anyway, so backing up a little. This is the part of the show where I have to remind everybody that anime is not one of my strong media suits. Like it used to be, but I just do not have a knack or the time, frankly, in my brain, the time to watch anime on a consistent basis, unless I binge it. That's the problem. Is that like shows are that way for me too.
You need some bingeable ones.
Like I have to watch a show beginning to end as fast as possible.
You would love, and I think you would like enjoy very deeply. Your Lie in April. Because that is one that I absolutely fucking love.
Your Lie in April?
Yes.
It's slice of life, romance, depressive.
It's about like musicians and their connection with music. There's this character.
This is gonna
that
turn
has
into the
lost-
anime recommendation hour. I don't.
Kill la Kill. Fantastic anime. 26 episodes.
I think
Your line
actually
April is
I
12.
started Kill la Kill, but I didn't finish it.
If you're willing to watch subbed, they made a live action Your Lie in April actually movie.
So here's
Really?
the thing I wanted to touch on. Subs or dubs?
Is it my face?
But it's not just subs
It's
or
subs
dubs
for me,
No.
but there are some things that I will watch subs, such as the anime that I was going to recommend before we lost track of that. The Unwanted Undead Adventurer. I don't know what the short name of it is or how to say it,
Right.
but it's literally about this character that dies from that dies by a celestial dragon and then gets put in the same fucking world. Like he gets reincarnated in the same world as an undead, and in their world, like as monsters like destroy more and more or like kill more targets, they level up and become different creatures. And so like just the first episode is him killing off a bunch of different monsters so that eventually he can become a ghoul and enter back into society.
I watched an episode of an anime on VR chat one time where when that was still a thing that VR chat worlds could be, was we can put a bunch of media in one place and have people watch it. Called it was apparently in the same like type of it's the same kind of show as like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, but instead it was when I was reincarnated as a spider.
Oh, I fucking love that one.
When
Sorry.
I don't remember how much of it I got through, if it was like 2, maybe 3 episodes.
I can't wait for season 2 of that shit. It's so fucking good, dude.
And this is where I say I liked what I watched, but I don't know if I want to watch any more of it because it
when
was
I got
really
reincarnated
so
as a
good.
spider with my goddess is the full
what in
name.
the world?
Really?
No,
Oh, yeah.
that was not it. Whatever it was.
I have the synopsis pulled up, and I'm just gonna say this from my own standpoint at this point in my life. Any synopsis that starts with the age of the character, I'm like, I'm not interested. 16-year-old Sriracha. No, I'm good.
Oh
No, thank
boy.
you. Try again.
They're a spider, but whatever.
There is spider.
Dude, a 16-year-old spider is horrifying.
Fuck
that.
No. So cool part about the anime is that it's a whole class of character, like a whole classroom is like there's something that happened where they all ended up dying and then coming into the next world.
Yeah.
Into this next world. And they were all born into that world. And so you're seeing them being raised into these, and they're all reincarnated. And there's this idea of the goddess or the goddess's voice, which the main character, the spider character, it is the skill tree. Basically like talks to them, like it's that little tablet looking thing that every isekai character has and as such, and like you realize that people are hearing this voice telling them like, oh, you've leveled up, or you are now hero, you are now this whole thing, and it's a whole society built around that.
I did not want to interrupt you. I have to go check on my child really quick.
Yeah,
and I'll be back for the episode.
Okay, go.
So, fun stuff. Anime, movies, lots of stuff has been watched recently within our time. I want to tell y'all something about a thing that I'm going to be able to go to very soon. So, I am job searching for a secondary supplemental thing, or rather, something that can replace what I'm doing now at a better pay rate. Because it's
you gotta level up.
Yeah, I gotta get something that's not where I currently work. I saw a post or an ad on Instagram for a sports industry career fair that's going to be held in Nissan Stadium in Nashville. That's going to be attended by the Atlanta Falcons company, the Tennessee Titans organization, the Indianapolis Colts, the Nashville Predators, Nashville Soccer, and all of these other sports conglomerates and teams and organizations are going to come to Nashville on June 15th. for a career fair, and
So in like 2 weeks.
yeah, and you can register as late as the day before it happens. But I have printed off sheets for it. I'm bringing my business cards, and I'm going to attend with the hopes that there is some sports thing there that I could get into, that I could be a part of, you know, and, you know, business cards, and I have a sheet already pulled up. I'll tell Dadley this too. So, yeah, so on June 15th, there is going to be a sports industry career fair in Nashville.
Ooh.
At first, I was really excited. I had like sheets printed up. I have my business cards printed out, ready to go for that too. And then I looked and I saw that you had to register for it with a fee, with a registration you had to pay to go, like you had to buy a ticket to go. I thought, oh shoot, well I thought it was free. Told my mom about it. My mom is willing to cover the expenses.
That's awesome.
Just for me to go and see if I can get something. Oh, there you go. It was on the top shelf.
Yeah. I was like, no wonder I couldn't see it. It was in my camera view.
No, you're so
Shout out Dippy's mom. Helping dreams get achieved.
So the other kind of cool thing about that, whether or not a job comes to pass from that career fair or not, the price of registering to go to the career fair also guarantees me a ticket to my very first NFL game that I'm going to attend. It'll be an NFL game between the Colts and the Titans in October. I think that's I have it written down here. It is the 6th game or the fifth game of the season, but it's in week 6 on the NFL schedule, so
okay.
The Titans will have their bye week in NFL Week 5, and then the next game in October is versus the Colts. And going to this career fair guarantees me a ticket to, or registering for the career fair guarantees me a ticket to that game. Ooh. So it's kind of fun. It's going to be kind of exciting. I'm excited to go to a career fair and hope to get a job in the sports industry, and B, go to an NFL game just for going and looking for a career in the sports industry.
Yeah. I am also going to a game coming up.
Really?
I'm going to, so my son's very much into soccer, and I'm like, well, we have the New England Revolutionaries. That's like the American soccer league team by me.
Yes.
And I'm like, let's just see how much tickets are. So I looked into it, and middle line, 3 rows back, tickets are only $40.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, fuck it, we're going to a what is it, American League
Soccer.
MSL? Yeah, MLS.
Or MLS.
Yes.
Major League Soccer, yeah.
I think it's American. I think it's A.
Yeah,
nope,
so that'll
AL. Yeah.
That'll be like a tier below MLS, but yeah, abso-friggin-lutely, Deadly. That's really cool.
Yeah, we're all pumped.
Battery low.
Uh-oh.
Umberly?
Umberly! No! No, don't do this. No,
Charging battery.
Okay,
I love that we like canonically decided that the reason that your ex-wife kept rolling ones was because
Umberly is trying to take
was
her.
like, no.
Can I say something about that series of events? Y'all bringing up Samori was just like a thing. Oh, right. I realized how little attention I pay to non-player player characters that I make, because Samori is with you. Yeah, Samori is with you, and it was just gonna be like this thing where, oh, she's just gonna follow you no matter where y'all are going, whatever y'all hop over or do, right?
Yeah.
But y'all brought it up, and then I was like, okay, let me just roll for this. 1. That must have been a mistake. 1. Okay, let me try that one again. 1.
I went to go save her, and I got a 1 on the dot. I'm like, are you kidding me?
1. That was probably the most cosmically narrative part of the whole thing, because it finally gave me the ability to bring up Samori doesn't like the water either. Like, she had her own reasons for not wanting to follow upon a life of the sea, and now you're gonna have to deal with that.
So basically, thing that was like ended the marriage was like it's either me or the sea,
Mhm.
and you
chose the sea.
I love you, but the sea.
Yeah.
And then you come to realize that the reason she gave you that ultimatum is because she cannot be in the sea.
Yeah.
She is afraid of it.
She's hydrophobic.
Hydrophobic.
Now Allie's gonna steal my girl.
Yeah. That's incredible.
She took she ate a devil fruit, and now she got the la fruit. So she's a really good lawyer, but
there you go.
is also stuck in a world where there's water constantly everywhere, and she can't touch it.
Not to backtrack too much, but when I hopped in, y'all said you were talking about movie theater experiences.
Yes.
And I don't think I've talked about me seeing Endgame in theaters.
I don't think you have. And if you have, it's
the
been long
one
enough
with
that I would want to hear it again.
Like the one
So-
with the kid from Avatar, like the shitty Avatar.
No, like Marvel's Endgame.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the
Not
conclusion.
Oh, right. I was
Games.
thinking Ender's Game.
Not
Fuck.
Ender's
No.
Game.
The whole conclusion. There can only be one.
I was about to say, the kid from Avatar wasn't in Endgame. Oh, he thinks it's Ender's Game. I saw that movie. What a terrible movie.
Wait,
Dude.
which one? Ender's Game or Avatar?
Ender's Game.
Yes.
Dude,
I mean, they're both
saw.
bad,
Okay, here's the fucking shitty thing. Okay, with Avatar: The Last Airbender,
The live
they
action one.
didn't. The live action one, they didn't announce that it was M. Night Shyamalan. And you didn't know that it was M. Night
Yeah.
Shyamalan until
Yeah.
the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're watching it and you're just like, who the fuck made this shit? And it's like M. Night Shyamalan. Like, fuck that dude.
Damn.
Everybody instantly hated that
What
man.
sucks is I
And
actually
then when
like
it
him
came
as a
out-
director.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah, I
M.
know.
Night
He
Shyamalan.
just should not be touching that kind of shit.
By the way, M. Night Shyamalan, I just recently learned, Hindi born.
Really?
He's from an Indian family, I think. I need to look that up to make sure. I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, Manoj Neliatsu M. Night Shyamalan. He was born in Pondicherry, India. So he's an Indian director, but he moved to the United States like very early on.
Talk about the American dream.
There you go.
Aragon
Like-
sucked so bad. Yeah,
Um,
I actually didn't hate Aragon. Sorry, Aludra said it in chat.
Oh, I didn't.
There was an
see
Aragon
the
movie?
Aragon movie.
Yes, there was an Aragon movie.
Didn't know that. Okay.
I know Dippy's next movie on his list.
No. I did read the first of the 3 books when I was a lot younger, but
Have you done the Shrek films already? Like all of them?
Not for my
Movie review stuff?
yeah, my
You gotta
New
do
Year's
every
resolution.
You have to do every single Shrek film.
No, I
don't
don't.
Please do.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I like Shrek as a character. I think he's a really good character. I think he had a bunch of good movies. I just watched all of the Shrek movies like before my New Year's resolution. I watched all the Shrek movies.
So you just saw them.
Yeah, and I was just like, 3 was pretty good, not good. 4 is somehow wonderful after the trash fire that was 3. Like, I don't need to expound upon this in my New Year's resolution.
People say that like Shrek 2 was 100 times better than Shrek 1.
It's not
And-
100 times, but it is better than Shrek.
Or like
1.
it is better than Shrek 1. But I realized that part of the reason why Shrek 2 did so well is because it expanded on like the background characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in
I will-
Shrek 1, it's just Shrek and Donkey, and then you have all these cute, fun background characters that you just see maybe once or
The
twice
fairy
in
tale
the actual
creatures,
fucking
yeah.
film. Yeah, the fairy tale creatures. In Shrek 2, they gave the fairy tale creatures like cuts.
Yeah.
To where it was just like, oh, this is what they're fucking doing, and people were just like, oh, that's hilarious. Like these are great characters.
I'm wearing ladies' underwear. And his nose doesn't grow. It's just like-
I'll be real. I never saw the appeal of Shrek personally.
Really?
It just wasn't what I got
Whoa.
into.
Did you know that every single one of the movies of Shrek did just as good? Like literally they hit almost the exact, like, it was very close, but it was very impressive that every single time that they did a Shrek movie, it made almost the exact same amount of money, every single one of them, and every single one of them was successfully produced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised. It's very big. It's just not my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta
Wow.
think, like, an animated movie is easier to make a sequel to because you already have all the characters animated out, and then you just have to move them.
But you're not
know.
accounting for the change in the animation engine, the change in the rigging,
Yeah.
and the software.
Yeah, but
not
like
all
once
of that
you
is going to
have
transfer over.
Here's the thing, as well, as somebody that does like layouts and shit like that, or like had to not like take basically pieces of different layouts and create my own when I first started doing this whole
Mhm.
streaming thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once I had certain things set up,
Mm-hmm.
it became so much easier to make my next layout.
He was supposed to be voiced by Chris Farley. Yes, he was. There
Yes,
was a
he
time
was.
long ago where he was supposed to be
Yeah.
voiced by Chris
You
Farley.
can find
and then he died.
storyboards of
It
it.
would have been
Mhm.
a lot, like, honestly, if it was Chris Farley, I think it would have been a lot darker of a film.
Yes. And
Yeah,
it
you
was
can find
also
the storyboards. Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was also Chris Farley was supposed to give Shrek a like a Midwest American accent. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
Shrek was supposed to sound like this for a while, and I'm like, that's not Shrek. Shrek is not
Yeah.
Well, it's 'cause
from
you're
the
used to
Midwest.
Shrek
He's
as-
from a
yeah.
land far, far away, aka Scotland.
It definitely wouldn't have done as good. Like,
the
not,
fantasy land of
not to
Scotland.
say,
The
I think Shrek
fantastical
would have
world of
ended
Scotland.
with the first movie if it was Chris Farley, because it
Mhm.
would have been a different type of a masterpiece.
It would have, yeah.
And what they did with the first one,
You're not
And
letting Dad
with-
talk.
oh, I'm
It's fine.
sorry. It's fine.
No,
I'm
Dad,
every
just in a
podcast.
talkative mood. I usually don't talk.
that's pretty. I appreciate it.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
fine.
Dadley, speak now.
Go
So I
on.
went to go see Endgame.
Yeah, let's back it up to the original point.
So I
Fucking
Endgame.
clip the first bit, and then like 20 minutes later. So I actually went to go see.
All right.
Picking
So
up the
I
bit.
saw Endgame the day it came out. I was a big Marvel junkie. Now I
Wow.
kind of don't give a shit about the Marvel films that
Exactly.
are being made.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
and about
was
the
really big
thousands
at
of
it.
other people.
Yes. So what happened was I had tickets to go see the day after, and I got a phone call from my friends being like, "Hey, let's go see Endgame tonight." I'm like, "Fuck it, let's go." So I ended up seeing it twice in one weekend.
There you go.
Because I already had the second tickets.
Did they
but-
get your tickets to the time that you went with them?
Yes, they did.
Okay, then yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Not only did they get the tickets, we also brought nips with us, or I don't know what shooters, maybe other people call them, mini alcohol bottles.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I call them nips. People call them shooters. I don't know. Alcohol
Mhm.
bottles that are this big.
Mm-hmm.
So what we ended up
Yeah.
doing was ordering a bunch of Coca-Cola from the concession and then making our own rum and cokes when the lights turned out. And the second the lights turned out, the person sitting next to me, my best friend's girlfriend, got a random airdrop on her phone with the message Iron Man dies.
Oh, come on.
So
when
I'm
the lights
already
went out.
Yes. So we pre-gamed in the parking lot a little bit, so I'm already 2 drinks in, and I may have stood up on my chair and started screaming, looking for the person that airdropped us.
Oh no!
It was still previews, so I didn't feel bad ruining the movie experience.
But it was.
It was previews, so I stood up on my chair and immediately who the fuck just airdropped this? And I am screaming. And there's one dude that looks like he shit himself. He's like, I thought it was funny. I am so sorry. I did not realize crazy people were here. Like,
Well, you took the fucking chance, didn't you, bastard? Now
That's
get
what
over
that
here.
it came out. You said it was
It
Get the
was
fuck
the-
over here. Let me peg you. Okay.
dude, the morning Endgame came out, there was spoilers
Oh.
all over the internet.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my god.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when Endgame came out, I was just like, I'm not on the internet. I'm just not
Yeah.
on the fucking internet. Like, I would post TikToks and then just shut that fucking shit off.
I did the same fucking thing. Yes.
Like, it was just, I think we did this. Like, I was streaming this, and then I do like a TikTok video, and I just shut that shit off. I just be
Mhm.
like, no, I'm not doing this. I gotta go see Endgame. And then when I don't know what the fuck it was, but for some reason, What Endgame came out in like 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
It was like right before COVID.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
I just remember like 2019 was just spoiler fucking year.
It was.
Like, everybody was
fucking
constantly
rampant.
spoiling things. I was just like, I just didn't fucking spend time on the internet during that time.
You know that
Besides-
reminds me of a study I saw where if there was a study on whether having a piece of media spoiled for you actually improved your experience watching it or interacting with it. There was a control group. There was I think it was 3 groups that were given a book, like a short book, for scientific purposes, and the control group, nothing was said to them. They read the book, and then they were like, "How did you enjoy the book?" Like, yeah, da 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 da. The first experimental group was told the ending before they even got the book. Like, they were told how the book ends before they even picked up the book. And they read through it, and they were like, okay, how did you like the book? The statistics showed that group enjoyed the book more. Like, markedly had an improved experience reading the book. And then the third experimental group was given the book, and then about halfway through reading it, a PA system comes on. By the way, here's the ending of the book. And then they continued to read it, and then they like continued to read it, and then they got to the end, and they were like, huh. And how did you enjoy the book? And they were marked down from when it had been pre-spoiled for them, but it was still better than the default, the control group.
Really? Oh, see, that would ruin it for me.
I have no idea why,
yeah.
but here's where I think I come from with that, because I feel that way.
Okay, thank you.
If I am told something about a movie, maybe not the major spoiler, maybe not the major plot twist, but if I know something in a movie is going to happen, watching how they build up to that thing happening is more satisfying for me because I know where it's going to end up.
I have 2 cents on this.
Okay.
So I myself love to watch a movie unspoiled.
Yes.
One time. And then what I like to do is wait just a long enough time, because I can't watch like one movie and then watch it again. But if I give it like a month, 2-month period, and then watch it again, I remember a lot about the movie and I know the ending. But then as I watch it again, I get to start really appreciating the director's art, like
picking
the
it apart. Yeah.
And picking it apart and just being like, oh, I didn't pick that up last time. I didn't like, and seeing like the buildup and how they created the story, and it really, and like that kind of shit, that's what like helps me as a DM to realize like, oh, I can start throwing these little things to you to let you know. It's like, hey, there's a buildup here. You at like part of the thing within DMing is that you guys don't know what's going on next. Like you can have small plans, and a big thing for me is to make sure not to give up that, like not to give into that plan, but I can send you little things that are just like, okay, take that note. I can, and again, like I like to say within this campaign that I'm running is that you guys are just reacting to the things that are going on. And that's how I built the campaign, is that there are events that are going on and you guys are reacting to it. There are different things within the world. Some of your characters are connected to bigger things, and some of them are not connected in any way. And as a group, you are responding to what is given to you. And it's much like how you live life. Sometimes you don't know what's coming next, and there's something big, and then you have to figure out like what's the next steps, how things build up. And that's where the RP and the characters come into play. And it's how they respond to the area. And I think and for me, it's a great way to build a campaign. Is to think, I have these events that I want to do. Now every session is building up to that event. So it's like I have this big thing that's happening. Let's figure out all the little shit together as a group. And then me responding to your guys' actions and whatnot. Because I don't know where you guys are fucking going.
I often forget how long your fucking hair is, Dad.
My hair is stupidly long right now. Yeah.
Does it touch your butt crack yet? Okay.
No. So Dippy, you don't care about spoilers. So in exactly 5 minutes, you're gonna do 90 seconds of NASCAR.
Oh,
in exactly 5 minutes.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess that's a good transition over because we've reached the halfway point of our show. And we got some good discussion in there.
Yeah.
But now, I believe it's time for the recurring segments. Dun, dun, dun. So, if you're new here, we do a bunch of recurring segments at the end of the Dapper discussion. It's things that we like to do for our own entertainment, to keep ourselves on our toes and to have our, brains in tip-top shape. Yeah, play with each other. Play now.
I said way with each other.
Oh, there you go. So,
so you're doing the Wikipedia.
Yeah. Is he what?
The Wikipedia word of the day? Or not Wikipedia.
The Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
And we figured out last time that it's way more fun to have me and Dono guess the definition first.
oh, right. Okay. So, yes, that's right. So,
Oh, yeah. Shit. What's the thing that I do?
you're.
Oh, yeah. We're doing the debate, too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I totally forgot about the
actually
debate.
did
And you're in
like
charge of the
that.
debate this time, Dadley, I think, right? Who's in charge of it this time? Because you guys wanted to rotate.
Oh, I
Did-
don't,
Like what the
I
debate
don't remember.
subject
So
was.
just to catch our potential audience up on this, what recurring segments do we have? We have the Urban Dictionary definition of the day. We have the Dapper debate. We have the Dapper draft. We have fantasy
Magic items.
magic items,
Yes.
and then after those main recurring segments, we have our life advice, our media pick of the month, and then the close. Yeah. So, your Urban Dictionary word of the day is inbox angel.
Inbox Angel.
And this is a
That
little
is
bit of a, I will say, this is a little bit more of a risque one than
This
normal.
is somebody that sends you a nude followed by a Venmo request.
Dono?
Inbox angel. Oh God, I don't know. I feel like it's the notification that you get that something's in your inbox, like the little, like ding, like hey, you have something within your, like you just received a
Oh,
message.
just like
you
another
just
name
received
for the notification
Yeah,
sound of something
yeah.
appearing in your. Both good guesses. Dadley is a lot closer.
Oh, really?
Inbox angel, a girl who sends nudes to lonely internet weebos.
it.
There you go.
That girl made my night. What an inbox angel. It's such a.
I guess mine will be an
out-of-touch
inbox devil.
Inbox. Yeah, I was about to say sends a nude and then a Venmo request.
And then a Venmo request.
That is, my God, that feels wrong. That feels just. That feels like real evil.
That feels like blackmail in a roundabout way somehow.
Blackmail.
Like
I have put a nude on your phone. Pay me, and I
have
won't
put
tell people.
I won't tell people that I Snapchatted you my boobs.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I do with this information?
So I just get to keep this? Okay.
These are mine now? These are
Oh my
my
God.
boobs. I mean,
They
I do
want
have
barn
a debate if
Wait,
we're
what is the word you're
rotating
saying?
around. What?
Dang, why not barn job? LOL.
Huh?
Barn job.
Barn job.
Aludra, please explain.
Aludra,
A
what are you
barn
talking
job?
about?
Why not a barn job? Okay, a
Barn.
barn job is when you're so lonely you fuck a scarecrow.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say a barn job is you just fucking a bale of hay. Like you're just like
You're just fucking a scarecrow as you're like, if I only had a brain.
If I only had a brain. Oh God, that would hurt. That would hurt like
It
a
would.
lot.
It would hurt.
It feels like it would be, or it sounds like it would be so painful.
I remember. I think.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
what?
This is This is totally random. I was listening to a podcast. It was like a tabletop role-playing podcast, and somebody had to both play an apathetic character and a terrified character at the same time. And their first thought was, isn't that Tim Allen? Like, apathetic and terrified really just sounds like... Also, Dippy, 90 seconds of NASCAR.
Okay, so we've had a little bit of NASCAR racing action going on this month. Let me go back to my sheet. We had... Oh gosh, we had Kansas, Darlington, the North Wilkesboro All-Star Race, and the Coke 600, and almost all of them sucked. Kansas was pretty good. Darlington was amazing. The North Wilkesboro race was highlighted by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. fucking punching out Kyle Busch. Like it was a real humdinger of a fight. And then the Coke 600 got delayed by rain, and then it got canceled because of rain. And the fastest weekend in the world, with Monaco, the Coke 600, and the Indy 500, every single event in the fastest weekend in the world was delayed by rain. So it was it was kind of nuts because the Indy 500 was running at the same time as the Coke 600, and Kyle Larson decided to run both, but he didn't make it to Charlotte in time for the rain to cancel the race. So he technically didn't start that race. Was that 90 seconds? Was that over 90 seconds?
You have 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah, and he basically is either going to get a playoff waiver saying he can race in the playoffs, or he's not going to get a playoff waiver because he decided to run Indy instead of NASCAR. So we still don't know.
Neat.
Oh, and one of the biggest teams in NASCAR is getting shut down at the end of the year. As a side note.
Go over time. Why?
So SHR, Stewart Haas Racing, is shutting down operations at the end of the 2024 season because neither Gene Haas nor Tony Stewart really A, care, or B, have the time to keep up a NASCAR team anymore. Their operations have not been going as well as they anticipated they would be because along with being one of the biggest teams in NASCAR, they are also one of statistically the worst. They have the worst manufacturer support from Ford. They haven't been winning races. They haven't been winning championships. And their last great driver, Kevin Harvick, just retired last year. He's a Fox Sports commentator now for NASCAR. He's been doing that this year. He's been doing a really good job. But the best driver at Stewart Haas Racing is currently sitting at 17th on the point in the points. Not good. Yeah, it's not great. Actually, that's a lie. Chase Briscoe has been doing a good job. He's sitting at 12th. But even then, he, at least according to my slap points that I've made a YouTube video about, go check that out. But yeah, it's one of those things. Sorry? Oh God. Things. Oh God, I just read the chat.
Oh, the barn job?
I just read the chat.
Yeah, that can go away now, please.
I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks. So we're waiting on Dono.
Yeah, we are waiting on Dono. So the meantime, I watched The Iron Claw.
You did? I need to see that soon. What did you think of it?
I need to stress. Oh my God, what a phenomenal movie.
Right.
Oh my God, don't watch it unless you're fucking ready. It is so sad. It is the saddest movie I have seen in so long. So this is a true story about a family in wrestling.
Huh.
This is like the Von Erich brothers. They were real wrestlers. They lived.
Like WWE or like real wrestling?
No, like WWE.
Oh, okay.
They were real, and there was an ongoing kind of like joke-ish in the family that the family was cursed. Trigger warning right now. It is fucked up shit. Out of the 7 brothers, one of them is alive.
Oh my God.
One of them died as a child, and all the rest took their life. Yes. It is a heart-wrenching story. It's phenomenal. I need to stress, if you like wrestling, watch it. If you like dramas, watch it. If you like just A24 in general, it's very A24. You can see it in the cinematography and the lighting. And
I can imagine.
It's a very A24 movie. But oh my God, the kind of movie that I just sat on my couch for 40 minutes afterwards being like, Wow, I don't feel good. Like,
I don't feel good.
yeah. Which blows my mind. Even so, wrestling is kind of what took out this family. Their father pushed all the kids into wrestling. None of them, or two of them, I'll say, really wanted to be wrestlers. The rest, not really. They were kind of meh about it, and they destroyed their bodies in different ways wrestling because it was the fucking 70s and 80s, and all of them were on roids and coke. So wrestling took out this family, and I'm mind blown now that the living son, his kids are wrestling to this day. His kids are fucking wrestlers.
Wow. Well,
for anyone who has seen the movie or planning on seeing the movie, it's not spoilers because it's real life shit. This is stuff that you can Google right now. These are true stories. Yeah. But when it came to that curse, I was dying to know, is the curse still around? Does anyone believe in it? No, they don't, because his kids had a choice in wrestling and they chose to do it. So I just a little bit of a happy ending, like kinda. We're talking about the Iron Claw. What a fucking sad movie that is. Based on what triggers you, Dono, that movie's really gonna fuck you up.
Okay, good.
There are 4 people that off themselves in the movie. It is fucking intense.
Damn.
Yeah, because the movie just leaves out one of the brothers.
Oh yeah. What a fucked up deal for that guy.
Yeah. So, but Dono, now that you're back, I do have a debate that y'all two can get into.
Okay.
How did you do that? Were you timing us last time, or you were just going on vibes?
I did like a whole timer thing.
Okay, what were you giving us?
So it was like a minute for each one of you, or no, it was 30 seconds each time.
Okay.
And then it lasted like, I think I did 5 minutes in total. So like 30-second
increments for 5 minutes in total. So 5 rounds basically of 30 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There you go. Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So what's the subject, sir?
You guys can debate who goes where, but it's a simple one. Cake versus pie.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dono, do you have a preference? Because I could make an argument for either.
Okay, what counts? Okay. Does cheesecake, is that like, I know like there's the New York like filled cheesecake stuff, and then that's kind of like a pie.
I'm Googling it right now. Is cheesecake actually a pie?
Because there's cheesecake that is like a cake form, and then there's cheesecake that is like
if you make a Venn diagram of cake and pie, the only thing in the middle of it is cheesecake. Cheesecake is a hybrid between them both.
Okay, then we don't fucking.
So cheesecake is off the table. Neither one of you get cheesecake.
No cheesecake.
No cheesecake. Just fucking
got it.
All right. Good. I'm glad we established that right off the bat. Oh fuck! I'm trying to think here. What do I want more of?
I'll make the decision for you.
Okay.
My opening statement is as thus. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here before you today. I'm getting into the same character that I was last time. I'm standing here before you today as a representative of everybody's favorite dessert treat, cake. It is a more customizable, more enjoyable, and longer lasting experience than pie will ever be.
Longer lasting. That's a bold statement right off the bat.
Yeah,
do you have a rebuttal?
Is designed.
Oh, do we have, is that this 30 seconds?
Cake is designed to be enjoyed for days, even weeks after it has been made. Cake keeps its taste and its enjoyability.
Excuse me, sir. But there are certain pies that you can enjoy up to 9 months past and continue to.
Long route defending both of these. How old can it get before it's bad? That's her argument.
No, I don't give a shit about time. It's about what you can consume in a and not what is a daily period. And I don't know about you, sir, but I myself can eat an entire pie in one sitting. Hell, there are pie eating competitions. The pies are so delicious and easily able to put down into the system. Cake is just dense. And there's different types. And so, there's some that suck and there's some that are good. And then you have And it's just pie. Pie is pie, sir. It is crust around the edges with a filling of deliciousness. You can make beans with pie. You can make fruit with pie. You can make hell. You can make pudding with pie. You can make a cream pie, sir. It's so good.
The idea
There's an
of a dessert is to be enjoyed as a delicacy after your primary source of sustenance and meal and having your food for the day. Dessert is designed to be enjoyed, not consumed all in one sitting like a ravenous hog. Not to be taken and made as a prize for a competition to be to be used as a trophy. Cake is much better designed to be enjoyed, to salivate over, to have and to eat.
Oh, about you, sir, but I have yet to meet a cake that I can salivate the smell of it. But a freshly baked pie sitting upon the windowsill of a house, set like tantalizing your taste buds.
Tiramisu coffee. Tiramisu coffee.
Sir, this is my time. My time.
You have stepped over the line. No.
You have stepped over my time. But a fantastic warm apple pie sitting upon the windowsill, cooling off as you smell and you play outside with your friends. Now on the swings and the slides. Now the most amazing times. It's childhood, sir. A cake is just for your birthday. A pie
Cake
is for the weekend.
Cake is your childhood. Cake is the defining moment of every child's childhood. You do not see a child walking into a birthday party and asking for a pie, do you? You do not see men walking into a room and celebrating a fancy occasion with a pie. They have a 2-layer sheet cake designated with their event, with their names, with their age, with their time spent and used in the event that they have gone to celebrate, plastered all over the top of the cake as a special occasion for your photography, for your pictures, for your memories. And we'll also say a freshly baked tiramisu does have one of the most satisfying odors I can imagine, sir.
Sir,
Statements from the gallery. I would just like to throw out statements for both of you. Pie, you're neglecting like how good shepherd's pie and other meat pies are.
oh my, sir, I was coming to it.
And then cakes, excuse me. The portability of cupcakes are on your table.
Yes.
Another
Sir,
point that I will gladly reconcile.
I can see that you are a man that has never been invited to the barbecue. Being
Shepherd's
that
pie?
pies can be eaten with the meal instead of after. Pies have fiber, nutrition, and sweetness. They are able to complement the steak and potatoes, the fried chicken, the French fries, the fucking soul food. It is in the soul. You can go to any weekend barbecue and there is a pie that sits out that you can be able to enjoy. You can put a scoop of ice cream on that bitch. You can put some whipped cream on it. Now you can even like just pie goes with every meal that you want. There is pie for breakfast. There is a lunch pie, such as those within meat, like chicken.
It's a breakfast pie.
What? What are you talking about?
What is a breakfast pie?
Breakfast pie.
Excuse me? Pie with eggs and bacon and sausage within it?
Do you mean quiche?
Yes, exactly. That's a pie.
I don't know if quiche is pie.
You know what? Pause. Let us look this up. I would like to say that quiche is a pie, being that it can be cooked in a pie tin. Pie tin.
What is lasagna if not pasta cake? What is it? When speaking in a manner of fact, speaking in a manner of factliness, I will have you know that cake can be enjoyed at any time of the day beyond just a meal.
Yes, but if you eat cake at any point in time of the day, you are fat, sir. But pie.
Cupcakes, muffins, donuts,
I do not think that muffins are a cake. I think they are a baked good. Cake is the bakingness and the frosting upon it as well.
You can put frosting on a muffin.
Also, pies have fiber, so they're good for you.
Cakes are full of everything that you need to eat.
Yes, quiche's pie, as Google has announced me. So we have quiche, we have pizza.
We
all
have
right?
lasagna.
Pizza pie.
Oh no! I don't care if it's called pizza pie. No. All right, we'll cut it there.
Closing remarks.
Closing remarks, y'all.
I feel as though my opponent has done a really good job, though fallen short of his desired interest, and thus I have won this debate.
And I feel as if my opponent has disregarded the primary debating factor of this debate, of which is the better dessert, and saying that pie can be had at any time of the day disregards having with a meal in the course of a meal. Has fallen so far from the original point of our discussion today, and therefore I end my time. Thank you very much.
There you go. There's another debate in the books.
And easier to make gluten-free. Thank you from the gallery.
Ooh, that is fair. That is fair.
I don't know if like quiche has any gluten in it though.
You still have crust and quiche.
Yeah, but you can get gluten-free crust.
And you can get gluten-free cake.
My last remark is if I was in this debate, my closing remarks would be something along the lines of, I've never seen a cartoon cat float for a piece of cake.
He's right. I'm sorry, but a fresh baked pie is better than a fresh baked cake.
And
a cake you gotta wait.
That,
I beg your
I'll
pardon.
just keep rolling
Eat
into some
ass,
magic
sir.
items.
Ice cream cake. No, I'm done.
Ooh.
I'm done.
I'll start rolling into magic items. Last time we did this, I pulled up a list of all the tools, and I didn't prepare anything in the month.
Also,
So if y'all want to roll me some D20s.
Oh, great.
By the way, Dippy, you're in charge of the next debate, by the way. So
Sure,
be
yeah.
prepared for that.
I will be. I rolled a 7.
My other one, if y'all didn't like that one, was going to be like night owls versus early birds.
Oh, I would have been arguing
17.
for night owls so hard.
All right.
I'm fucking honestly, I'm an early bird, but that's mostly because I'm got kids.
Well, we know what
All
we're
right. So
doing
Dippy, you got a
next
7. Donna, what did you get?
17.
17. Okay. So as like last time, and we're still slowly plucking away at making a book of 100 magic items, actually 200 magic items technically.
Wow.
Oh, I wrote your name as Dobby. I mixed up Dono and Dippy.
Dobby?
Dobby!
Dobby's a free house elf. He has
Dippy.
magic items. Yes.
So your magic item is going to be a set of these tools found within just the magic.
Or it's an item that gives you proficiency with these tools.
It gives
I
you
forgot that we were
proficiency
doing
with
this.
these tools.
Yes.
It gives you proficiency with these tools, as well as anything else you want to add. And you actually got a fun one with cooking utensils.
Okay.
You got this? Oh, Dippy did.
So, I have 2 paths I want to go down here, but I'm going to go down the first one that I thought of because I've been thinking about something like this to actually use an Inquisition.
That's giving Dobby a Glock.
Master has given Dobby a Glock. Okay, so
Dobby is now master.
So I made a video a long time ago about the concept of magical furniture. And this is going to be one of those kinds of things. So this is the Cauldron of Endless Possibilities. So alongside everybody within a radius, a 20-foot radius of it, it gives an aura. And everyone who steps in this aura gets proficiency with cooking tools. But also everyone in this aura has advantage on intelligence checks. Made specifically for using the item.
Okay.
So, like, you think of a cooking tools check, you're trying to prepare a meal for something. Well, the Cauldron of Endless Possibilities allows you to, like, kind of chant an incantation over the cauldron that has something to do with another plane of existence. And after a minute of using an incantation in such a way, inside the cauldron will be filled with a food solid or liquid like soup. Inside the cauldron will be filled a food that is prepared in the way, in the style of that extra plane of existence. So
I love that.
if you pray like a celestial prayer, then a celestial inspired dish will be conjured within the cauldron. And if you use ingredients from a kitchen that you're working in, that ingredient will be incorporated into the meal in some way, even from your plane.
If you say anything in Mechanist, does it just become like?
It becomes a plate
like,
of
is
gears
it
and
cake?
cogs. It becomes a it becomes a plate of gears and cogs.
God.
What does something on Mechanist even eat? Like oil? Like you get a barrel of oil. Like it just fills up with oil. Yeah.
So it's an endless jug or whatever, right? But it's like a pot.
Kind of like an alchemy jug, but it not relegated to just.
I don't think in my 3 campaigns I've given anybody an alchemy jug.
Which is a crime.
Yes, it is. Like, what a fucking good.
But, if the Cauldron of Endless Possibility is not bolted to the floor in the location that it is in, then it loses its magical power. So
okay. So it has to be like in a home
building.
base.
It has to be connected to a building in some way. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the kitchen, but preferably it would be. And if a solid food is prepared in it, then you reach down in it and you like whatever you can like pick it up, and it's fully set on like a charcuterie board, not a charcuterie board, but a presentation palette.
Yeah.
For you.
That immediately just makes me think of how cool it would be to have like building like actually magic furniture, like you were saying, like attunable items to buildings.
Yeah. The limitation is that the contents of the cauldron have to be edible to on the plane that you conjure them from.
Okay.
And the intelligence check that you make, if you are attuned to it, if you stand in the aura for long enough for it to be attuned to you, like you work there, for instance, then you get advantage on the intelligence checks that you would make for them to be edible on your plane of existence as well.
I love that.
You can't conjure. So, if say you conjured like the pot just fills up with oil from Mechanus, right?
Yeah.
The first check to conjure that is that it is edible on Mechanus. That check passes. The check for it to be edible on your plane means that you can drink this oil and it gives you like a magical property, you know?
Yeah.
And that's up to the DM to decide.
Yeah, DM discretion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Creativity on both ends of the spectrum.
Oh, yeah. You got another cool one. I can't lie, there are some shitty ones to roll on this table. There's a lot of tools that aren't used that much.
I think you
got another cool one that I'm curious where you're going to go with it. Wood carver's tools. Which feels like just a knife, but...
Didn't I already get wood carver's tools?
No, you got cobbler's tools.
Oh, I got cobbler's tools. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Wood carver's tools. Okay.
I also just want to point out, Dono rolled 18 last time and 17 this time.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
Oh my god. And Dippy rolled 6 last time and 7 this time.
Damn.
That's weird.
Fucking roll, my guy. All right. So, wood carver's tools. Or wood carvers is the word?
Wood carver's tools.
This is okay. I like this to be so. What this is essentially a like a glove that is safety or that like a safety like mesh glove or whatever that the person can be able to hold. It helps to grip things and like gives you advantage on not grappling like items and making sure that they don't drop. So it's really good to have like as like with a sword if you're like a single hand user, etc. Or like if you're dealing with an enemy that is trying to disarm you, they get disadvantage. But you also get what is a wood carving blade. And this item is fantastic because it takes any inanimate object and makes it almost easy to cut like butter. So anything that would be considered inanimate or like an item, such as a human body, can be cut easily with this nut weapon. It does within just the little knife form. It's only doing 1d4, so it acts as a dagger. But if you take it, you can say a magic word, and it activates into what is a scimitar, making it 1d6, but does double damage to constructs.
Ooh, okay.
And on a nat 22 construct, you can sever a limb, which you then roll on a d. Yeah, you roll a d4 to see whether it is the left arm, right arm, not leg, like, or whatever leg.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I love that. That's fucking awesome.
So it's got like the glove that just helps with the grappling and like holding onto your
like-
weapon. And that, but like
Basically
it's
turn
solely
anything into a 1,000-degree knife video. Just like, will
Yes.
this knife cut through this solid metal? Yeah.
It's kind of like a Vorpal sword, but like lesser
Yes.
and
Yeah.
such, because it's meant to cut off limbs and not like it doesn't focus on the head. It just cuts on a limb on a nat 20.
It's
So-
pretty
Yep.
good.
The only time I've ever critted on a Virpal sword was against a creature that I couldn't behead, and I'm still a little disappointed to this day.
I remember now that oh fuck, what's your character from Dadley? What's your character's name from Valmira?
Oh, Merc?
Merc, thank you. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not Mix or Minx or something like that. Merc has a Vorpal sword.
Merc has a fucking. I think about Merc's axe way more.
I'm sure Raquel does as well, but you know.
I think about Merc's axe way more than I should, because he got it, like, he combined two magic items together on a natural 20. So
Yeah.
it's a Vorpal axe that also, like, heals him. It
Yeah.
does necrotic damage that heals him. So,
Yeah.
Pretty fucking
and
good.
now he has it locked away. I've said this at the end of, he doesn't use it. He doesn't touch it. It sits at
It's
the top of his dojo with a command word to get it off. He does not touch that fucking thing
Mhm.
unless he needs to. So if we ever stumble upon his dojo, maybe one of us could get his fucking
Yeah.
axe.
You know, if you know the command word.
I mean, I do.
As
Well,
a
doesn't,
player,
but I do.
as a player.
Yeah.
I'm not metagaming, I guessed.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
I think it's about time for one of my favorite activities on the Dapper D's, the Dapper Discussions.
Mhm.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Dapper Draft.
The Dapper Draft.
Dapper Draft, Dapper Draft. So, I've been going over a couple of ideas that could be used as drafts. You know, we've done a couple of building a team for a sport,
Yes.
drafting objects based around a very specific limitation. Well, we're gonna do one of those again today. So,
One of them.
Water type
I
Pokemon.
want y'all. So we have done the
Vaporeon.
number 7. We've done the number 7, and we've done the letter K.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, right? Or 5. The number 5. Yeah, the number 5.
Yes.
Yeah, the
I
number
don't know.
5 because I drafted a 5-day work week. That's right.
Yeah.
So we did the number 5, and we did the letter K.
Yes.
Yeah.
This time, we are
Whoa.
drafting orange things.
I
And
will
this is-
throw this out. We've also done the color red.
We have done the color red. I was trying to remember if we had done a color. Well, we're going
Yes,
back to
we have.
color, baby.
We have done the
No,
color red.
No,
I remember because I started with Mars.
that's right.
I'm still
That's
down
what
for
it was.
orange. We can do orange.
I'm making it right now. I'm making my list right now. Let's
Okay. All right, fair enough.
All right. Well,
I did.
we
Have
got to roll.
I did have another attribute that I could put as a limitation, and I was going to do that today, but I forgot about it. Okay.
We got to
so
roll for it.
We got to roll for our order. I got a 10.
Nobody's beating me. Nobody's beating me. I got a
go. Got a
5.
one. Okay. I got a 6, so I'm in the middle.
Okay, so
All
it's
right. Dippy Dotto
me,
Denley.
then Dono, then Dabley.
Orange things.
Okay, so this is things that are orange or associated with the color orange. They don't have to necessarily themselves be the color orange as long as they are associated in some way with the color orange. So, this is going to be a draft of 6 things because I like drafting 6 things more than 5 things because it gives all of us, if we do serpentine order, it gives us 3 equal rounds. If we do back-to-back order, it just gives us more things to draft. Speaking of which, serpentine will be heads, back-to-back will be tails, and it's serpentine. So.
Okay.
I think this is the first time that I've been in the middle.
The middle's a nice spot. I like the middle.
It's weird because I don't ever remember a time that Donna was in the middle, and I don't ever remember a time that I went first. So I'm sure I have, but okay, I got to turn this music down a little bit. A little
orange things.
There we go. Things that are orange or associated with
I've got it.
the color orange.
I've got my list.
Okay, so number 1, if we are drafting things that are orange, I'm drafting the University of Syracuse. Because the University of Syracuse, their sports, they are the Syracuse Orange. And they have a mascot, which is a walking, talking orange. I love him. I love him. I want him to be my mascot. So my first orange thing in the orange draft is the University of Syracuse.
Okay. Mine is the Oompa Loompas.
Oh shit. That's
a fucking amazing guess. That is an unbelievable guess.
What a fucking poll here, but
so going back to back for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because serpentine.
This is an advantage that serpentine gives you.
Yes.
Is that you get to pick 2 things right back to back with each other. And I have realized I have done a lot of mock drafts on a website called Pro Football Network. They have a mock draft simulator that goes all the way out to the 2025 draft order, based on Super Bowl statistic or Super Bowl odds. And
God fucking damn, that's a huge water bottle.
That is a fucking massive water bottle. What the fuck?
I couldn't find my water bottle, so it's the first thing I saw.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I found that if I end up with 2 picks, one right before another one, you use your first pick to make a reach, something that you're not sure if it's going to be available later, but you reach down as far as you can, and then your second pick, you go for highest value. You go for something that you know is not going to be around, you have to pick it. But having a pick right after means that you have some wiggle room to go for a niche item with...
I'm not doing that. I'm taking 2 more things off the board I need for my team, and then I'll be a little more loose and goose with the rest.
Sure.
So my number 1 first draft pick, I'm going with the fall season.
Oh, that's
know, I was gonna try to argue with that, but there is no argument to be made. There is a lot of orange.
It's the color of fall.
I'm surprised that that's
not
the color
on
my list.
Yeah.
It's the color of fall. And then right on the back, I'm going to go with sunsets. Those are mine. Those are mine.
Too?
You got incredibly close to something that is going to be on my list.
Okay.
I really wanted to say like 1/8 of the Aurora Borealis.
Just take the whole Aurora Borealis for the color orange. No.
Okay. My next one is the sun.
God damn it!
The sun. The sun is white. It's only orange because of our atmosphere. It's fine.
Dadley said sunsets and the Dono said the sun. So I'll just pick the sun, the thing the sun is made of, fire. Yes, I know fire can be a bunch of other colors, but the base color of fire is orange.
Yeah, you better not have any copper in that fucking fire, bud.
Which brings me to my next point. The naturally colored element, the natural color for the element copper is orange, so I'm gonna pick copper next.
That was on my list. That was 100% on my list.
You shouldn't have said anything, bud.
I know.
Okay. I'm gonna pick something that you guys didn't like. I guarantee none of you would have thought of. Carrots.
Carrots.
That's all right. I'm not a huge health nut,
Fuck you. Okay.
so I would not.
Don't say it's all right.
I
It's
wouldn't say-
perfect. I get all the rabbits. I have an army.
You can just
of
lure all the
of
rabbits
them.
to you now.
get all of them.
I get all of them. I have their favorite fucking treat.
So deadly. Picking back to back
Yes.
again.
Yes,
Your
it
next
my
two.
list still isn't ready.
Hmm.
I don't like any of the NFL teams that wear orange. God damn it.
See, that's why I picked the University of Syracuse, because there are a couple of orange NFL teams, but I don't like any of them.
I don't either. I don't want. I guess
actually, no, I
guess
do
the
like one of them.
Steelers would be fine.
They don't
want
have
the
any
Steelers,
orange in
though.
them. They have no orange. They have yellow, they have red, they have blue, and they have white and black. They're the black
Okay.
and gold. They are not orange.
I will read you the list that Google tells me when I Google orange NFL teams: Bengals, Browns, Broncos, Bears, Steelers. That is
why
the
are
list it gives
Steelers on
me.
that list? Steelers are not supposed to be on that list. They don't wear orange.
All right. Well, while I figure out my second pick, my first one for this round is Reese's Cups.
Oh God.
Fuck me. You bitch.
And I might just stick with another brand. Fuck it. I'm going Fanta. Let it hit my veins.
Okay. You got that Fanta in your system.
In your system.
Fanta in your system.
Damn, we're already at 4.
Do you have to take a shit every time you have one of those? Fuck.
My number 4 pick, and this is because I grew up in like the country area. Hunting gear, because you need the orange vest.
Such a niche. That is such a sleeper pick. That could have won the whole draft, if I'm being honest. That was really fucking good. Okay, so speaking on sports teams,
Yes.
a team that I secretly really love the logo for, and just kind of, you know, as a team, they feel, you know, like they have a lot of history. I'm going with the Edmonton Oilers.
Okay.
Home of the great. Home of the Great White North. Wayne Gretzky, one of the best players of hockey
Absolutely.
ever. The Edmonton Oilers. And then for my number 5, this is going to be a really tough one. I could go. I have 2 left, and I know what they're both going to be, but I don't know if one of them is going to be taken if I say the other one. So I'm going to say the one that I pick. Foxes. No, we're drafting 6. I said at the top we're drafting 6.
Oh, we're doing 6? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Foxes is a good one.
I'm picking foxes. Because a majority of foxes, red foxes at least, are orange.
Red foxes are orange.
Yes.
You know, there are like gray foxes and silver foxes and
used to-
fennec foxes, but even fennec foxes are orange in most cases.
There is a color of red that people constantly say, "Oh, it's orange." Like, no, motherfucker, that's red. And I will fight motherfuckers for that shit. I remember like feeling like people were trying to gaslight me.
Doesn't
on that
change the
shit
fact
when
that
I
red
was young.
foxes are orange, bud.
Yeah, I know. Did we get fucked? Okay.
No!
No!
Not right now. I'm on camera.
Okay. So my next one could be debated, but I kind of feel like I'm going for like the vibe of what it feels like.
The vibe.
Oh shit.
The vibe of orange. Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm gonna say deserts.
If I had to draw a desert and I had a box of crayons in front of me, I'm grabbing the orange.
Yeah. I feel like the sand and like the mixture of the heat,
See,
it
I
gives
also
like this tint of the atmosphere that becomes like this blue and orange. Oh, wait. Fucking why did I? Okay, if you guys don't want to do, I've got a great one for my number 6.
okay. He said
Okay.
blue and
Are we-
orange. What does that
I'm-
mean? What does it
I'm
mean?
good with deserts. Are you good with deserts, Diffie?
I'm okay with it. I'm not so disappointed in it as a matter of they're not orange. I'm disappointed in it because why would you want to draft a desert? Why? Like, what's
Because it's fast.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say. Why would you? Because it's fast.
Fast. It's large.
Oh, vast.
I like that big
I
girth.
thought you said.
What the fuck did you think I said?
Like fast? Like
thought
running?
you said-
Why the fuck would I
said
say
because of
fast? The
fast.
desert isn't fast.
I thought you said
fast.
fast
Slow
like
down.
speed. I thought, oh yeah, deserts are real fast, but sitting there all by themselves.
All right. For
I
my,
fucked that up. That was really bad.
I'm gonna start because this is the end of my draft with an honorable mention, which is 50% of Dippy's soundproofing. Just so I can steal it. Just so it's mine now.
Oh,
I like that
fast.
big
I thought
girth.
you said. Oops. Clip. Sorry.
Yeah. So for my number
Fucking-
5 pick, I'm going with
Oh,
what
an
I
honorable mention.
assume is the most stolen item amongst college campuses. I have 3 in my garage right now.
Oh God.
Traffic cones.
God damn it. That's a really good
Uh,
pick.
And then for my number 6,
Uh-huh.
I get so many beaches. I get Disneyland. I'm going with Orange County, California.
Whoa, bold choice. Okay.
It was that
I
or
hear
the
there's a
entire state of Georgia. No, that's peaches, not oranges. Never mind. Thank
Peaches
God
are
I didn't go with
orange.
it.
Florida is orange, not further orange.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Florida.
Mhm.
I would rather one county in California than the entire state of Florida. Okay?
Okay.
Wow.
So, my number 6, and I think you guys are both gonna love this, but for different reasons.
Mhm.
Michael Bay films. Because
You- you,
blue orange color
you. Do you know
Yeah.
why Michael Bay's films look like that?
Why?
He's literally colorblind. He
Is he
uses blue
really?
and orange because those are the 2 colors that he can see the most of. He is deuteranopic. He cannot see colors on a specific end of the spectrum, and he can see blue and orange perfectly fine.
Wait,
so he
what
uses
What is it called?
there's different types of-
Deuteranopic?
deuteranopia, or there's like
Deuteranopic.
deuteranopia or something.
Which is funny because when people are like, "Do you want to go see a Michael Bay film?" I'm like, "Dude, that's a no pick."
I can't
Deadly.
believe. I can't.
Sometimes
believe
they're inside jokes that we don't say out.
I don't care. I don't like Michael Bay. Actually, he's fine. It's fine. I don't.
the about face was so quick on that. I don't like Michael Bay.
Well,
He's
he
fine.
He can kick my ass. It's. I love
Good.
Michael Bay.
Okay, so with my last pick,
Yes,
I have a lot of options here.
you do.
I'll list off things that I had on my list, but I'm not going to end up picking here. I
Is
could
your
have
blanket
said
one of them?
I could have said Singular Wireless. You know, one of the biggest companies, one of the biggest phone companies before they went bankrupt.
Yeah, but you just
know,
get one wire that you don't even need.
Damn.
Because it's wireless.
It's Singular Wireless. That's
Wireless.
incredible. So I could have picked Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch.
Oh, that's top tier. Yeah, fuck.
Oh my god.
But having had it brought up and reminded of me, and seeing that I don't have any food on here yet, I'm gonna go with peaches. Just as a rule.
Peaches.
Just peaches.
Fuck,
are
we could've gone with
are my
Bowser.
favorite fruit. He could
He's
have
more
with
yellow.
Bowser. He is a.
He's got
yeah.
an orange mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is the draft, the Dapper draft, the Dapper Orange draft.
The Dapper Orange draft.
So for my team, I
What was
have
your
the
guys' favorite
University-
pick?
I have the University of Syracuse, Fire, Copper, the Edmonton Oilers, Foxes, and Peaches.
I got
My favorite
Oompa
pick's Oompa
Loompas.
Loompas. I can't
Oh,
lie.
fuck.
It's,
This is
it's
a
such
really
a good
good
pick.
fucking pick. That's a really good pick.
I got
Dono's
Oompa
list,
Loompas.
Dono's list, seeing it all written out back to back to back, it could actually win this whole thing if I'm being honest.
Donald's list is a
Son.
D&D campaign. You're a bunch of Oompa
Which
Loompas
is-
stranded in the desert.
The sun beats down as you eat your carrots
Michael Bay stares off in the distance.
in his hunting gear.
Uh,
All right, sorry, you go,
okay,
Dono.
so one of my honorable mentions were mild sauce from Taco Bell.
Oh fuck, that's a good one too. I do love mild sauce. I keep it in my fridge for eggs.
That would have been a
I
miss
have
for me.
so many packets of mild sauce in my goddamn house.
Is barbecue sauce
went-
orange?
No,
No.
no, it's like maroon.
Like brown, maroon.
Yeah. I went to Taco Bell once and I asked for extra sauce, and the girl looked me dead in the eyes. She's like, "Well, how much do you want?" I'm like, "Give me as much as you can." And she took an extra of the large bags and just fisted sauce in it
Oh my.
until it was overflowing. And I had that in my fridge for like 3 years.
Oh
Like,
my god.
just slowly working through it. We called her the sauce queen, and I asked her to marry me that night.
Oh my god. That's
Now I
incredible.
want Taco Bell.
Dadley's got a pretty
Alright.
good list too.
Yeah, so I got the fall season and sunsets with some Reese's cups and Fanta. That's a good night out.
I feel like
Steal some
that's like-
traffic cones on the way
You
in
get
Orange
arrested
County.
in Orange County.
I feel like this is a '90s film.
This is a
It
90s
feels like it
film.
would
This
be.
is
This is like a
absolutely
90s romance.
I can see the
Hey,
trailer
there you
right now of some teenager lifting a traffic cone over his head to eat a Reese's cup. Like,
Yeah. What an amazing visual. My god.
I can see it. Can't you see
Yeah,
it?
I
Like,
can
Yes,
see
I
just,
can. Like, I
like-
can 100% like this is like just the trailer of the
right
fight.
on. Can you
In a
believe
small
we go to
town of
college
Orange
next
County.
week, man? It's
Yeah.
like the small town of Orange County.
No, in a small town in Orange County.
Yeah. All right, I found the next movie we're making.
I'll tell you.
We're doing-
we are speaking of which, that is coming up in
Yeah.
like in very short order. The next what is it? The next Dapper D's Saving Cats is coming up in short order.
Yeah, July.
It won't be this month, but it will be in July.
Yeah.
So on July 15th we have Saving Cats episode 4 Animania. No matter what the topic is,
Oh,
no matter
yes.
what it is, it has to be an animated movie.
Okay.
So that I will like circle Dadley's list and have it available as an option because that is pretty good. We can't use all of our elements here, but we can because the University of Syracuse is nowhere near Orange County. But we could use a lot of.
I
this.
can't believe I'm going to the University of Syracuse next week. I've never left California before, man.
There you go. Oh my god!
Well,
actually.
it's a high school coming of age
Yes.
film. That's what it is. I've applied for Syracuse University. That's where I want to go for school. I just graduated high school, and this is the last summer before I start going off and living my life as
And
an
then
adult.
the other half
And it's
of the
that
movie,
beautiful fucking.
and then the other
It's
half of the
Oompa
movie
Loompas.
is in Syracuse, New York, which is so far away from Orange County, California.
No,
and
like,
so
that's how you-
different. Yeah.
That's how you tie
It's-
it in together.
It's like a
It's like-
split film of like two different groups of high schoolers getting ready to go to college. One's staying in New York and one's going to California. We don't know that they're going to be like, it's the roommates. And we don't like, they don't know they'll be
Mhm.
best friends come the end of the movie. But we
Yeah.
do as the audience because we're seeing both stories and how similar they are. And
There you
I
go.
want to write this. I
Yeah.
want to make this.
Let's do this.
Fuck it. It'll be that'll be the one of the Saving Cats episodes, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we'll see. Yeah. All right.
All right, so with that, we say goodbye to the Dapper Draft.
Bye, the Dapper Draft.
right. And with that done recording, the Dapper Draft done recording, I record every Dapper Draft segment individually.
Yes.
We're gonna post
But-
something, man.
Gentlemen, we've had a lot of fun so far, but it's
Ladies-
time for us to come to a close.
It's time for us to
Uh,
get serious.
It's time to get serious. So, we need to start wrapping up here. Why don't we go for our media
Yes.
pick of the month?
Oh yes. I think I talked
Mm.
about mine earlier, but Death Store.
Yes.
The new game that I'm playing. Fantastic. Go play it. I'm sure hundreds of people have already, or like thousands, if not millions of people have already played it.
And
It's got great
actually-
reviews.
give me un minuto for mine. You can keep going. But
Sure.
Okay.
And I briefly mentioned mine earlier as well. Having just recently rewatched 1917, I was reminded of how amazing of a movie it is. It's honestly one of the best movies I've seen. It's one of my favorite movies. How Roger Deakins did this movie in such a phenomenal, like, one-shot format. Like, you see one of the main characters of the movie throughout its entirety in frame or in the camera in some capacity for like 95% of the movie, because it is all formatted to be one long shot. There are clever cuts, clever transitions found throughout the movie that make it so that they didn't have to do everything in all one long shot. But the way that they did 1917, I'm calling it one of my required viewing movies. If I'm recommending it to everybody, everybody has to watch 1917.
I was already gonna put it watch it because it's on Netflix, and I was like, ooh, this looks interesting. So yeah.
And then Dadley.
yes, so I brought it up earlier that I was reading through kind of a self-help-ish book. Everything I need to know I learned from RPGs. It is the vibe of like, here is how to like incorporate different parts of tabletop games into your actual life to help, be a better you. And I'm not that much into self-help, but the part of this book that I love the most, so every section is broken down of like, here's how you live as a cleric. And I annotate every book I read. If you go on my bookshelf, all my books have like writing and highlights in it.
Yeah.
Is it ends, I don't know how well y'all will be able to see it. It ends with, here it like roll a d6, try this cleric thing for the day or a bard thing. I'd recommend it to everybody just to get out of your shell a little bit. Like, I have a d6 somewhere, right? Yeah. Live like a bard. Pursue a hobby. It could be one you already love or a new passion. Either way, take joy in the time of not succeeding and trying again. Carve out the time for yourself. It's just little self-help, little shits. As well as the back of the book is like, if I can fucking get there, spells, like budgeting. It's a 2nd level spell and it has a casting time of 1 hour. The components are a spreadsheet and a bit of self-analysis. Just little fun shit. Like,
I cast budgeting.
And on that, I also did say last time that I was finishing the Infinity Sun Chronicles. It is a fantasy book. I didn't finish it yet. I got very bored. They discovered resurrection in any fantasy book that's like, resurrection's real. I'm like, cool, there are now no consequences. Nothing that happens is scary. So
that's why like I in my game don't have like clerics with the ability to do that you can just find, or I'll just give you the situations where you have to find certain individuals or whatever,
which is why, Dippy, kudos to you of immediately I'm like, I'm getting something that lets me resurrect everyone. You're like, cool, there's a caveat, it's narrative and awesome, and it like makes it balanced. So kudos to you for still having like the stakes feel high.
Honestly, like your guys' current fucking situation is going to go see a cleric in a different town who you've met now 3 of their children.
Yes.
Which, by the way, how'd you feel about me using like Merc's name as a that it would be like a whole like it wasn't like the child was exactly named after you, but they took up the like nickname of Merc.
Yeah. I was about to like really actually, because we've talked about how like Merc's probably, besides Farron, nobody really calls him Merc anymore. He's done being a mercenary. He's done being a dumbass. He's Cosmo. He's Cosmo now. Like,
there you go.
Yeah.
So when you were like describing this is what the name feels like, I'm like, it wouldn't feel like that at all. What is he doing? Like,
because it wasn't you.
It's not you.
It wasn't Merc.
None of you.
No.
If we're recommending books, I did when I talked to Moo TV, one of the primary cameraman that I talked to at Moo TV recommended this book to me that I'm going to start soon, I promise. I don't know how soon I'm going to start it though. is The Conversations with Walter Murch and the Art of Editing Film by Michael Odache. And it's apparently, as said on the front, should be required reading for anyone working in film. So I'm definitely going to pick this book up and read it soon. TM, not sure how soon is, but it's on my desk. It's ready to be read. I just have to read it.
There you go.
And on that note, life advice and closing out here.
Shit.
Piss.
I wasn't ready. Somebody else go. Pull me out of this hole. Save me.
If you, okay. So, this is just something that helped me out. So, if you're somebody that it's hard to like look, I don't know. It's a weird way to say it without not being. Basically, a good way to start like really either getting used to liking yourself or being okay with yourself is to literally take a picture or a video of yourself every single day, something that you can look at. One thing that I started, like when I started doing TikTok, I felt really weird putting my face in front of a camera and getting used to my face being something that other people see. And eventually it got to a point where I was just like, hey, this is my face. I recognize myself and I like, this is me. This is my identity. Like if you need, it's a weird thing to describe. But
yes,
there's something that happens when you film yourself every single day, or you look yourself in the mirror and you and you just talk. There's something that happens where it kind of gives you comfort. I don't know what the scientific or the therapeutic thing is but try it out. Fucking, you might end up gaining some self-confidence and start feeling better about like who you are as a person, or just, get used to being able to look yourself in the fucking eyes and just be like, hey dude, we gotta fucking clench this shit right now. Like, because one of the things, like when I'm at the gym and I'm about to do a heavy lift, I'm literally like looking at myself and I'm just like, look at what you've created. You got this fucking thing. Like, look at yourself. You fucking did this. Let's go.
There you go.
Oh.
And then my advice, don't know how hollow this is gonna ring with two very important meta pieces of advice. Never stop looking for a good deal.
Fuck yeah.
I got these two lights off of the TikTok shop.
Hey, it's the Michael Bay lighting.
For a combined.
Michael Bay can see those lights.
Hold on. There you go. Now it's anti-Michael Bay lighting. Okay, anyway.
Anti-Michael
I
Bay.
got these two lights off of the TikTok shop for a combined price of like $18, when normally one light by itself is $25.
There you go.
So,
all right,
these will be helpful to me in future videos. These will, and other than that, they're just fun.
Yeah.
Because one of the modes on them just makes it look like the police are in your room.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. And now I gotta cycle through all of them again.
Wouldn't it be nice if there was like an app that you could connect to those and just be like, this is what I want?
Wouldn't it be?
For $18, you don't
stop
get an
looking
app,
at the light. You don't have to look at it.
I tried to get back to place. There we go. Okay, so, and on that note, thank you so much for watching. Our upcoming schedule is a little weird because this is the last episode that
Stanley's in it.
is gonna be here.
I'm taking taking a couple episodes off, kinda.
Everybody's allowed to do that. And then
Let me
it's
look at
my
my calendar.
birthday month is next month.
Your birthday month?
I'll be.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I'm only taking
and
2 episodes
it's
off
a-
this month.
Yeah.
It's not
Of
that
the
bad.
Dapper D's.
Yeah, of the Dapper D's.
But you're also going to be missing... Oh, there was an episode of Inquisition planned for this Friday. There is no
Yes.
longer going to be an episode of Inquisition this Friday because I am
Yes.
attending a wedding on Saturday and losing and the way that the wedding is scheduled, I wasn't going to be able to work any hours on Saturday, so I asked for one shift or the other or both on Friday, and they gave me one, which would conflict with this. So Unless we did a morning episode, but I don't think anybody's gonna do that. So
Yeah.
So no Inquisition this week. I don't know when the next episode of Inquisition is going to be at that point because Dadley's going to be gone, and
You can have it on Flag Day.
Saying the quiet part out loud. Saying the quiet part out loud. I kind of need 2 characters to be here for the session where the next narrative point is going to hit, and those 2 characters are Dadley and are Dadley's character Zog and Lost Chaos's character Burke.
Got it.
Oh,
I need them both to be here for the next
They're
narrative
gonna make
plot
out.
point too. No, but I need.
I mean,
them both.
Maybe.
I mean,
who
maybe.
knows? It's
Who
improv.
knows? It's Pride Month. But I need. The weird thing is that it wouldn't even be an episode. It wouldn't even be an episode during Pride Month because Dadley's coming back after Pride Month ends. So
Yeah, Zog just comes running full sprint. I have to make up for Pride Month.
yeah.
We could do Dippy. Ooh, shit.
But one way or the other,
Man.
one way or the other, Inquisition is going to be. We're going to have an episode this month, but it's not going to be the episode where the narrative plot point hits. And tomorrow, were we planning on doing something tomorrow?
I thought Crossroads was tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's Crossroads.
Crossroads is tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I thought you said something that you wouldn't be able to.
What? No.
Oh, well then watch Crossroads tomorrow.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I have no idea why I thought I saw you say something like, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to run anything."
No, I made a thing in chat and whatnot about ideas that I have.
Oh, ideas for running other
yes.
games.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I've been going after you
Ignore
guys
that.
about Monster of the Week, all the deals I got.
but next week
Ugh.
is going to be. No, it's not. Smash Pass Pokemon Infinite Fusion? No, it's not. It can't be because it. I mean, it can.
I mean, y'all
be.
can do it without me.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to do that without you.
Okay.
You were the one who brought it up.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Come on, let's go fuck I don't know, audition Mewtwo together.
Odd
I
two.
thought y'all were gonna do Castle Cressers.
We are
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
do Castle. I had that lined up after
Yeah.
Infinite Fusion.
Okay.
God, it's been so long since I played Castle Crashers.
Chasm Crash'em.
Cat-
We could. Oh, Dono, you know what me and you could actually do, since Dadley's not
What?
going to be here? We could do It Takes Two. What's the other one? A Way Out.
Oh, if I had the money. How much
I
is
thought
it
you
right now
owned
on
it.
Steam?
A Way Out.
I own it on Xbox.
It's crossplay compatible, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know actually. Wait, I need to go double check and see if it's actually in my-
Let me look at this shit.
Because it might have been my old shit. Well, I'd have to dig for it too, because it's probably in my pack stuff from when I moved to my house. Where the fuck is my Steam? Give me a second. No.
Share this game with friends using remote play together.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, because that's part of the thing. Way out. Yeah, it's $30 right now.
$30 hairs.
Yeah, it is $30 right now. So, A Way
That
Out
would've
will
been
be
something
something that we
huh?
do later.
If you would like us to play
What?
A Way Out,
I
don't
know,
forget
me and you played it all
that
the
you
way
can
through.
subscribe with Amazon Prime and we can start profiting.
Yeah.
You get a free subscription, and we get your money. No,
We get Amazon's money,
get
which
Amazon
fucking
money.
slaps
Yeah.
way more than
Yeah.
your money. As much as we'll gladly take that too.
so subscribe on Twitch. Give us a follow on Twitch. Give us a subscription on YouTube. Watch us on YouTube. Comment on YouTube. Like on YouTube.
Do a little dance, make a little noise, get down.
Get down to that. Your Honor, do a little dance.
Your Honor, you weren't even fucking there.
I was about to say I've discovered this brand new brand of humor that I fucking love. It's just like courtroom humor, which is just all that predicates it is this. You start with the words "Your Honor," and the tone of your voice has to match that you would say in a courtroom.
Yes.
So It's anything in that fits that template. Like, Your Honor,
Your
my
Honor.
client Your Honor, my client played stupid games. Can he win stupid prizes?
Your Honor, he fucked around, but he's not ready to find out.
Exactly. Your Honor, my client is very sorry.
Your Honor, the vibes were not right.
We could go on like this for hours.
Yeah, we could. All right, we gotta wrap.
Let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our other shows. Please check out our other, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, for all of your favorite Antipod needs. But for now, until next time, I've been Dippy.
I've been Dudley.
I'm always Dono, but sometimes I wear a mask.
I'm Bat Dono.
I'm Bat Dono.
And until next time, your adventure matters.
Stay dapper.
Why?
And roll your initiative.
Roll your initiative. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.